Thanks. Another immigration question. Immigration has definitely risen since Biden took office, even without legislation being passed. It's much higher now than it was 5 years ago. So why is that if it's not because of Biden's executive actions that he took when he got into office?
I mean, that's why it's so important to get this bipartisan deal that came out of the Senate done. We understand that there's challenges at the border. We understand that the immigration system is broken. It's been broken for decades. It was broken under the last administration. We need to do more.
The president's State of the Union preps. I know he's up at Camp David for a while this weekend. Is he bringing a team with him up there? Do you know if he's enlisted any outside writers to help him on it? Where does that sort of stand?
So look, certainly we'll have more to share, more color to provide on the president's preparation for the State of the Union. What I can say is, well, you hear him talk about how he is on the side of the American people. That's important. The president has done more in 3 years in this administration than most president has done in 2 terms. I mean, that is what we've seen. I would say stay tuned for more.
And last year's speech had sort of an unusual amount of audience interaction. How much of that is going into the planning this year?
I mean, look, I think what you should take out of what happened last year is, we were not expecting that. The president was not expecting audience interaction, as you just stated. And you saw the president was pretty sharp.
Legislative action at the border. A month ago, he repeated that, but he also said that he was willing to take action himself. Is the administration, could we expect to see him take action by himself, whether that be executive actions or an executive order?
I mean, what we believe the bottom line is no executive action, no matter how aggressive it is going to do what came out of the Senate in a bipartisan way.
I understand if there's a preference for legislative action. The Homeland Security Secretary was saying that's less likely to run into legal trouble. But I guess if it's the preference for legislative action, what tells the White House that there's any chance that this bipartisan bill actually has a chance of passing at this point?
I mean, look, we've been here before, right? We've been here.
Did we get an announcement of anything before State of the Union?
What I'm saying to you is no decision has been made. We are continuing to be very loud and clear. I think that this is something that Republicans really need to understand. And they admitted this, right? They're listening to the former president. They're listening to Donald Trump, who is trying to do things for himself. It's politics for himself.
I understand that a lot of migrants fly to Mexico and then cross the border, and we don't know if that was on, discussing that particular topic was on the president's agenda. I mean, was anything discussed on whether Mexico should be vetting more of these migrants, or, any discussions yesterday on this topic during the president's visit?
Have dealt with for the past 3 years, actually under this administration, trying to do it in a diplomatic way. I don't have anything else new to share. We talk to the government of Mexico pretty regularly. Republicans listen to the former president, and they have rejected it. They put politics in front of actually getting a solution for the American people. That's kind of where we are. He's going to continue to make that really clear and push